I would like to share with you briefly how the Word of Life of September has been a real guide to me personally and the whole new city in these difficult times. I think wala sa atin ang hindi naapektuhan, no, sa mga kicks and blows of the pandemic that has affected our individual and collective life. This is also true to New City. At the start of this year, 2020, I had in mind a clear plan how to make New City going. For example, I planned to print 4 important books for this year. And then I also attended online sessions on digital management, definitely to help me develop a more strategic way of doing things, no? To be more engaging and eventually increase the New City magazine subscriptions and the sales of the books, and still several other plans. And suddenly, the pandemic, we all know it has affected millions of lives all over and have closed thousands of companies, resulting to joblessness. And until now, we are seeing the effects, okay, the ripple effects of all this. In front of this worldwide phenomenon, I also started to see the effects of this on New City. For example, from the start of the lockdown in March up until July, we did not receive any requests of subscription renewals. We were not even able to sell books. But we continued to operate just the same, taking the safest way, that is, to work from home. The monthly disbursement continued to eat up our New City's resources without any return. And this has caused me anxiety problem and often even nightmare attacks. Amidst the uncertainty we were in, an idea popped up. Why don't we create something that will serve all the subscribers while at home during this time of the pandemic and be able to access the monthly New City magazine? This idea was like a blast of light coming directly from the Holy Spirit that has taken us all to work overtime. And as many of you know, last July 19, we have launched the project, the New City Audio Magazine. We did not have funds to bring this project ahead, nor we had people to do the voice recordings, nor we were sure if this will be embraced by the people, by the intern members of the Focolare movement in the Philippines. In any case, we told ourselves that we will do everything we can using all possible means to bring this idea ahead, certain that if it is coming from God, He will bring it into fruition. During the online launching, there were more than 100 participants. We clearly told everyone that we were targeting 500 memberships by the end of October, and said that if we will not reach this target, it simply means that we will have to find other ways. And we were also open to discontinue it. But one thing we had in our hearts was this idea: give, and the best, give all the best that we can, and entrust the rest to the Father, certain that He will bring this ahead if it were His will. The launching made a great impact to all those who participated, congratulating us for this novelty, the very first ever in the market among the more than 30 New City international publishing groups. But weeks were passing. We could not see the impact translating into number of memberships. What to do? I felt pushed from within that I needed to communicate this to all the intern members of the Focolare movement. So, I sent an email updating everyone about the current financial situation of New City and inviting all to support the audio magazine project. I also prepared a sponsorship letter that I sent to people who I knew have the financial capability to embrace this project. At the start of September, I started to get some positive feedback from some people and also expressing their support. This has pushed me to give more, and it became clearer to me what the word of life of September states. Give, and gifts will be given to you. It continues, and it will be poured into your lap. I felt personally that here in these words, there is a call for an inner conversion, which means not to doubt, and that these words are life. The following days, I got 3 emails assuring me of their financial commitment. A person living in the US called me early in the morning of Sunday, telling me that she got my letter and she asked me if it was okay to deposit a big amount to the New City Bank account. I was moved to tears during our conversation, not so much because of the huge amount of money she was offering, but because in that very moment, I felt that Jesus was telling me, gifts will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together. Some days after this call, another intern called me up and asked me to send to him via email the letter of sponsorship because there is one volunteer couple who was asking why they did not receive it. So, I did, without expecting anything. That was morning. When I returned in the office after lunch, I already got an email from this couple who requested me for the letter telling me that together they decided to deposit a specific amount to the New City Bank account. This time, 3 times bigger to the first offer to help New City. At the start of the launching of the project, I thought that the money that we have in the bank and the amount that we can gather from the 500 membership subscriptions, we will be able to sustain New City's operation at least for 3 months, starting from October. But with the providence that have come, this has already doubled our projected period of operations. And this month has not finished yet, and I witnessed the overflowing interventions of God to the small act of love we gave to all our New City subscribers. And to let you know that today, the membership to the audio magazine has now reached more than 420. With the way God is showing us His concrete love, I believe we will even go beyond what we have projected. Let me end this sharing by quoting the part of the Word of Life of this month, September, that reflects our experience in New City. And I would like to quote, "The image of an abundant reward poured into our lap makes us understand the measure of God's love for us. It is boundless, and God fulfills His promises to us in a way that exceeds all our expectations. The immensity of His love frees us from anxiety we may feel because of our own limited calculations and plans." Thank you for listening.